Oh, hi there. So we're going to talk briefly about the digital hubs that are going on in Bangladesh at the moment. And we came over about 9 months or 10 months ago to help set up two schools, one in Dhaka and one in Chandpur, which is where we are right now, to help get those schools into the sort of 21st century style of learning, which is online digital learning. We were able to do that, or at least get it set up, just before the pandemic, so that was really great timing. Unfortunately, it was a very steep learning curve for both the teachers and students, because normally you would do that sort of thing with the students in front of you, but everybody was remote. So we had teachers learning, we had students learning, and everyone was struggling along. But after as many weeks as it has been, it's actually been reasonably successful. Students are handing in work, teachers are giving out work, teachers are marking work. And the thing that's crucial to that is the students need devices. So the big thing in the school is that there is a ICT lab, and there's about 8 or so computers in there. Of course, in a school of several hundred children, that's hardly enough. But the way that the students are learning at home is mainly through smartphones. So fortunately, with Google Classroom and the online learning that we've got going, Classroom has been really easy to get used to on a smartphone. So our hope is that some of you guys may consider funding some digital devices in the form of Chromebooks. And the Chromebook, for those of you who don't know, is a relatively cheap laptop. It doesn't have any bells and whistles. It basically opens up and starts in like 10 seconds. So we've taken what I used to do in New Zealand and transplanted it here in Bangladesh. It's got a battery life of 10 hours or so, maybe 7 hours if it's a bit of a cheaper one. All it does is connect to the internet and gets you online. But if you think about that, that's a huge advantage. So it's basically a web browser, but it can get you to YouTube, it can get you to Google, it can get you to Wikipedia, it can get you to Khan Academy, it can get you to Google Classroom, just about anything that's online. And it's a huge leveler, massive leveler. So suddenly all of the resources that were available on the internet are available to guys here that up until now have had very little access to digital learning. So that's great. And the more devices that we have, the more access that kids have. And typically a Chromebook in New Zealand, they're sub $500. That'll get you a pretty decent one. They're typically between $300 and $500. Yeah, so we'd love it if you would like to partner and sort of help out with funding some Chromebooks within the school. And of course they're multi-user devices as well. So that means that I can give this Chromebook to one child, they log in with their Google account, and then they can just get off it and pass it to another person, and there's very little setup. That's good one. That's going to be difficult to do without laughing. This is going to have to be cut. I can't stop smiling. Okay. Oh, this is going cool. It's like a blooper reel already.